Headed back, and out comes Vicario to gather. Now Tottenham come forward midway inside the Burnley half, and it's a lapse in concentration involving Dejan Kulusevski and his teammate Pedro Porro. The ball goes out for a throw-in to Burnley down the left-hand side. Ball is headed on by Rodrigo Bentancur. Now Emerson Royal manages to pick the ball up. And he's battling with it alongside Jakob Brun-Larsen. And it's cleared long by Vicario. Headed up in the air by Vitinho, the Brazilian right back for Burnley. Now played back all the way by Hans Delacroix. And Muric has done well to deceive Richarlison. Burnley looking for a way out. Now Josh Cullen on to Vitinho. Vitinho twists and turns, looks to evade Brian Hill, plays the ball all the way back to Dara O'Shea, who's happy to send it forward. But that's nice play by Nathan Redmond. Still with Redmond, who plays it infield, and the ball is given away this time by Josh Cullen. Tottenham play the ball downfield, and it's to the right, inside the right-hand side of the Burnley 18-yard box, and the last touch off Brennan Johnson, and it goes out for a Burnley throw-in down their left-hand side, just short of the corner flag. Well, Dakil to take the throw-in. Now an opportunity for Brian Hill, who twists and turns. Brian Hill from around 20 yards out. Now on to Destiny Udogie. Udogie now plays it on to Rodrigo Bentancur. On to Emerson Royal. Royal down to the right-hand side to Pedro Porro. Porro back now to Emerson Royal. Ben Davis on to Brian Hill. Brian Hill brings it forward. Bentancur now on to Udogie. Now Emerson Royal. He plays the ball out and it's dispossessed. Burnley come forward. Quarter of an hour to play. Tottenham 0, Burnley 0. Jakob Brun-Larsen, nice play. The Clarets looking to find a way out and go on the attack, but it's dealt with by Tottenham and Rodrigo Bentancur. Now Ben Davis. Brian Hill all the way back to the Wales international Ben Davis. Now on to Emerson Royal. Royal over the halfway line, and Rodrigo Bentancur got lucky and manages to reclaim the ball. Bentancur chips it over and it runs through to Muric in the Burnley goal. Now the ball is played all the way back to Muric inside the Burnley 6-yard box. And now Dara O'Shea plays it out to Vitinho, the Brazilian right back in the Burnley ranks. Now Josh Cullen picks it up centrally inside the Burnley half. Now over the halfway line onto Mike Trezor. Trezor inside the area from the left-hand side, and he's overhit the ball and it goes out for a goal kick to Spurs. Now there will be a change for Tottenham, and Oliver Skipp will leave the field, and on comes Pierre-Emile Højbjerg, the experienced Denmark international in the Spurs ranks, who will take up Skip's role in the middle of midfield. Now Spurs look to come forward, and a free kick to Burnley momentarily for a foul on Josh Cullen. 77 minutes gone, and it's Tottenham 0, Burnley 0. Can either of these sides make the breakthrough in the remaining 13 minutes? Josh Brownhill standing over it. Free kick to the Clarets down the left. Brownhill delivers the ball, and then it's played into the area, headed away by Brian Hill. Now Højbjerg, he plays the ball out, and Tottenham can counter. Now Dejan Kulusevski down the Tottenham right-hand side. Right of the 18-yard box. Ball is played across. Richarlison has it, and it's claimed by Muric in the end. But again, and the ball is given away, and Tottenham can come forward. But shot is fired in, and it's Pedro Porro with an absolute banger for Spurs. Tottenham have lift off, and it's their Spanish fullback Pedro Porro who's got it. 78 minutes, and Tottenham do now have the breakthrough. Tottenham 1, Burnley 0. No emotion from Ange Postecoglou, but Pedro Porro has his goal, and he gives Spurs lift off. The ball was in fact thrown out by Muric, and it wasn't dealt with by Burnley, and the right-footed effort of Pedro Porro rather centrally from around 20 yards out, fired beyond Muric in the Burnley goal to the right-hand side of the Kosovoan goalkeeper. No chance for Muric, and Spurs have a one-goal lead on home soil in this FA Cup third round. It's Spurs 1, Burnley 0. So 11 minutes now for Tottenham to book their place in the fourth round, but can Burnley equalise and send this game to a replay? The away side come forward. Josh Cullen plays it down the Burnley right-hand side. Vitinho helps it on. Now Nathan Redmond back to Vitinho down the Burnley right. He loses out, and Ben Davies can bring it forward for Spurs. Lays it off to Brian Hill. Now Rodrigo Bentancur. Brian Hill can look for a way out, and he's conceded a free kick. And a free kick to Burnley, just over the halfway line from the right-hand side. Ten minutes to go. Tottenham 1, Burnley 0. Ball is centrally with Hannes Delacroix. Now played out to the right-hand side onto Nathan Redmond. Redmond floats the ball in, and it's a wasteful one straight into the gloves of Vicario. Now Ben Davies. Throw in to Tottenham, which will be taken from the left-hand side. And throw-in will be taken by Doggy, who throws the ball in, and now it's headed down by Josh Cullen. Picked up in the centre by Spurs, and now Emerson Royal can bring it over the halfway line. Now plays it out to the right-hand side onto Brennan Johnson. Johnson plays it forward onto Pedro Porro, the Spurs goal scorer. Now Emerson Royal onto Højbjerg. Plays it onto Brennan Johnson down the right-hand side. Helped out to the left and played onto Brian Hill, who runs into traffic, picked up by Nathan Redmond. He manages to pick out Jakob Brun-Larsen, who's done well to evade Højbjerg, picked up now by Nathan Redmond. Dara O'Shea onto Hannes Delacroix, his centre-back partner in the Burnley back line. Delacroix brings it forward. He plays it out, and it goes out on the far side for a throw-in to Tottenham, and a wasteful one. But it was a stunning effort that by Pedro Porro, the Spaniard, who had turbulent times at Tottenham following his arrival, and from Sporting Lisbon, but has since found his feet, the Spaniard. Just 24 years of age, and that goal is in fact his third for Tottenham in all competitions, having made 36 appearances. But it certainly was no stopping that stunning strike. And as things stand, Tottenham will be in the hat for the draw, which will take place on Monday evening after the clash between Wigan and Manchester United. Two changes now for Spurs, and we will see two youngsters be given the opportunity . Those changes can now take place, and it's an opportunity, as mentioned, for two talented teenagers in the Tottenham ranks. And Scarlett and Dorrington are enter the fray. So 4 minutes of normal time left to play, and it is Spurs who remain one goal to the good. But the home side come forward in search of a second. Inside the area, ball is played across, and it takes a deflection. First real opportunity for Scarlett. And it goes out for a Spurs corner. But a great opportunity for the youngster from his first touch. So a corner to Tottenham, and 4 minutes of normal time, as mentioned, left to play. We are waiting for the corner to be delivered, and it's taken short. Brian Hill had took it. Now back to the Spaniard, onto Ben Davies, who plays it centrally into the path of Emerson Royal, who chips it forward, down looking to pick out Brian Hill. And the ball goes out for a throw-in on the far side. In fact, the referee has decided it will be a free kick to Burnley. Muric fires it downfield, looking to pick out Jakob Brun-Larsen. A slip which allows the ball to be picked up by Emerson Royale. Now on to Dorrington. Now Vicario, played forward by Emerson Royale, who's given the ball away. Pedro Porro, and now Mike Tresor. The ball is played across the face of goal, and it was Josh Brownhill who had the effort, and it drifts wide of Vicario's post and out for a goal kick. But again, that was a great opportunity for Spurs. Ball was played across and it was well dealt with in the end. JB Donnelly was back there, the 19-year-old, one of the two substitutes. He was a forward by trade. Goal kick to Spurs, which will be taken by Vicario. Now Ben Davis, he plays it out downfield. Now all the way back to Vicario. He plays it out, and then the ball is headed down. And all the way back this time to Muric, who will look to fire it downfield, the Burnley goalkeeper. And he's done just that, but straight to his opposing shot stopper, Vicario. We're about to find out how many minutes of additional time will be added at the end of this second half. Ball is helped forward by Jamie Donnelly, and now Spurs look to go in search of a second, but the ball is played out by Pierre-Emile Højbjerg. So throw it to Burnley, which is taken. Now on to Hannes Delcroix. Muric out to his right-hand side to Vitinho. Now Nathan Redmond picks it up. Back to Muric. Now Delcroix. 7 minutes of additional time left to play. Can Burnley find that all-important equaliser to force a replay? Ball has gone out. Pedro Porro takes a tumble on the far side, following a foul. And coming together, I should say, with Mike Tresor. Free kick to Tottenham. We have played one of the 7 additional minutes signalled by the fourth official, as the ball is played downfield by Emerson Royale, and now it goes out for a throw in to the Clarets, which is quickly taken. Now Delcroix. Mike Tresor all the way back to Delcroix. Muric. Muric plays it out to Nathan Redmond. Josh Cullen goes down under a challenge and wins Burnley a free kick. Dane Scarlett this time, the player who brought down Cullen, but the ball is played downfield by Muric. Burnley win the ball and have it with Mike Tresor, and now Cullen. Nice play by the Clarets, who come forward. Vitinho crosses, and It's a wild one that goes out on the far side for a throw-in down the Spurs right, just short of the corner flag. Tottenham 1, Burnley 0. There's 5 minutes for the Clarets to save themselves. Throw in to Spurs. Pedro Porro to take it. Corner 2, Burnley. An opportunity perhaps for Muric to join his players inside the area. Muric does come forward for the corner. Mike Tresor to deliver from the right. Tresor delivers and it's headed away by the Spurs back line. Now Cullen, Brian Hill chasing it down. Josh Brownhill floats it forward and it's dealt with again by Spurs and Højbjerg. Free kick though to Tottenham and a foul on Brian Hill. Three minutes left to play. Tottenham still leading Burnley by a goal to 0. That sublime strike by Pedro Porro, which separates these two sides. And as things stand, Tottenham will be in the draw for the 4th round. Porro takes the throw in from the right. Won back by Emerson Royale, who plays it forward, looking to pick out his teammate on the far side, Udogie, who runs the ball out of play. Now it's back to Muric. 2 minutes left to play. The goalkeeper brings it forward. Burnley have to get the ball downfield if they're to have any chance of an equaliser. No foul given, and a chance now for Burnley to throw the ball in. A wasteful one and picked up by Kulusevski. It's a 3-on-3. Kulusevski plays the ball forward. An opportunity now for Spurs, and then a free kick for Burnley, which has been brought back, and that will surely be that. You have got 1 minute left to play of the additional time. And it's last chance saloon now for Burnley. With Muric to send this ball forward. A chance for Mike Tresor, who cuts the ball back, and that's a great opportunity inside the area. It will be a corner to Burnley, but that was their best chance so far. Corner 2, the Clarets. An opportunity and a chance now for Muric to come forward once again inside the area. It's likely to be the last opportunity now for Vincent Kompany's side if they're to equalise. Right at the depth. Corner from the right-hand side. It's delivered in, headed down and then flicked on. It's just wide. That was the best opportunity for Burnley in this match. The ball was played in and flicked on by goalkeeper Muric from the resulting corner. And somehow the ball could not find the back of the Spurs net. It was played across and it went out for a goal kick, and the referee now draws a close to the contest. It is in fact Tottenham who made hard